Hey everyone, it's been a while. I know this channel hasn't had much go on with it lately, and there's reason for it. So I thought today's video I could talk about why there's been so much busyness behind the scenes, and of course addressing the title of this video, why did I make a new channel? It's kind of a meme at this point of how many channels Teilosov has, or how many different channels I may make in time, and it actually came with a lot of thinking. I don't want people assuming that because I started an EV channel that it was careless and thoughtless, and I just thought, that sounds like a good idea, let me make one real quick. This is something I was torn on actually for a very, very long time due to a lot of audiences requesting it, and also seeing a lot of audience members that didn't like the idea, going back and forth on it for literally months before I actually decided, you know what, I think for the long-term growth of the network, it's actually a good idea, and it's what's been taking up a lot of my time recently. Obviously, the tech channel being the biggest. We just recently crossed 193,000 subscribers, so thank you very much, guys, for making that happen. That will always be the priority every morning. That's the main thing I want to focus on. That's the channel that I want to make sure gets content regularly. The EV channel or the Talks channel or gaming is never going to detract from that channel getting content, because my goal is to make informative and entertaining content to as many people as possible. That's the biggest audience, and that's also the biggest paycheck. So that's always gonna take priority until something surpasses it. But the reason I decided to make an EV channel was a growing distance between two very core parts of my audience. See, Teilosov Tech has always talked about cars, not really that regularly. For the most part, the bulk of my videos have been reviewing iPhones or talking about iPhone leaks, talking about iPads, and usually the core of the tech channel is around Apple because, you know, I'm the Apple sheep. And that's what most people have subscribed for, that have followed me through the years. Occasionally I would talk about Tesla. Yeah, you can go through the playlist and see how often I talk about Tesla on that channel. It's still there. I didn't take down those videos or anything. And that's definitely not the primary reason most people found my channel, but it's definitely something that I've said for months and years now that is going to be a more pivotal part of our future in technology. For a long time, we talked about phones and how their bezels are shrinking and how notches will get smaller, switching from Touch ID to Face ID, and there's been a lot of change in that industry in the past, but as of right now, there's, I think, a lot less than there was before. And when people ask me what big changes in tech should we expect over the next decade, as we've had like a full over a decade now of just smartphone upgrades, where this could sustain a channel almost single-handedly just talking about phones. But of course, we talk about Macs and iPads and Apple Watches and AirPods and all those things. Consumer tech, even though cars are kind of consumer tech. I did enjoy talking about Tesla, but for the longest time, I did not think that it warranted its own separate channel, because I'm totally with you. A lot of people are like, cars are still technology, you know, Teslas are still tech, so you can talk about Tesla on your channel. And that's true, they are technology, and it's totally possible to continue just posting occasional electric vehicle videos on the tech channel. But after uploading several EV videos in the past on my tech channel, I noticed that the audience is a little bit distorted. There is a very large audience of people on YouTube that are watching tons of videos on EVs, especially with the launch of the Cybertruck. One of the videos I did on the Cybertruck quickly became my most viewed video in literally 1 week. If you go to most channels' most popular videos, they're usually a year or 6 months or so old because they've been up longer. So older videos naturally have more views than newer videos, but this Cybertruck video just blew past all expectations, and within 7 days became the most viewed video on my channel. So I get it. A lot of you are like, well, that's good, right? So just do more EVs on your channel. But the thing is, I don't want to let anyone watching my content feel like they're being neglected or ignored, and I am not ignoring the fact that the majority of people that have subscribed to Teilosov Tech over the years all came because of Apple stuff. They came for smartphones, they came for watches and AirPods. And to shift directions that drastically, because I'm not really interested in doing 2 videos a day, I think that might become too overwhelming for a lot of people. And one channel that's kind of covering 2 genres like that regularly, I don't think would go very well. So ultimately, I decided that while monetarily it wasn't that great an idea, for the growth of the network as a whole, it would make sense to start a separate channel just for electric vehicles. Of course, that's not limited to Tesla, but sort of how Apple Apple is the core of the tech channel, Tesla is the core of the EV channel. I believe Tesla gets electric vehicles better than any other company. They sell better than any other EV, and that's because they get battery tech right, they get the future, they get autonomy, and people are really on board with Tesla. So it's kind of a mirror of the tech channel, but what I realized was, while some of you guys who watch the tech videos and you enjoy iPhones and watches and whatnot, well, a lot of you guys may be fine with Tesla videos, or you don't care if I post Tesla videos on the tech channel every now and then. What it does is it kind of limits the potential growth of the channel for those who watch videos like the Cybertruck one, which almost got 1 million views, and it's on track actually to hit 1 million within the month. That'll be a first for me, so even new milestone, breaking new records. Thank you for making that happen. But new people that come to the channel and find Tesla videos that they like, they may subscribe and then get really confused when they find out, oh, this guy talks about iPhones all the time and AirPods, and I don't really care about AirPods or iPhones or laptops. I just subscribed because I liked his Tesla content. Yes, I know, electric vehicles are still tech and cars are still technology, but there is a very different community of electric vehicle enthusiasts and Tesla fans that want to watch more of that type of content, and they're not as interested as the daily stuff that I'm used to posting on tech, like AirPods and iPhones and iPads. So making all of them have to sit through those videos when they subscribe kind of contradicts the original purpose of the entire Tailosive network. I saw a lot of comments of people saying like, well, I prefer you doing Tesla videos on the tech channel because it gets more traffic. Like, you like having more traffic? It's the same videos to you. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference to you guys. I mean, I figured separating the tech channel from the EV channel was not that harmful to people who want to watch both, because if you're interested in electric vehicles and you're interested in daily tech, then just subscribe to both channels. You have to click one extra button. It's not that hard. And then if you want 2 videos a day, then you'll get 2 videos a day in my sub feed. But the whole reason the Tailosive network has so many different channels, a lot of which I'm not able to stay as active with. The thing to remember is that wasn't really the point. My point wasn't to necessarily make every single channel in the network as active as possible, though that would be nice, and in time I hope to do that and continue making content more regularly for all the channels. It's just a time limitation thing, but the whole reason I wanted a network was so that you guys, the viewer, could pick and choose exactly what type of content you wanted. And also, on the flip side of that, so that I, the creator, could make any type of content I wanted, and I would have a designated place to put it so that everyone who subscribed to that channel is getting more of what they asked for. So for the longest time I was like, yeah, tech channel, that's fine, EVs can go on there. But once I started subscribing to other Tesla channels in the YouTube community and started watching them more regularly, I started realizing I think I was wrong. I think you can make more consistent content about Tesla. You know, a long time ago I thought on the tech channel I could only talk about it once a month or once every 2 weeks. It wasn't something I could regularly keep updating people with, like iPhone leaks or iPad rumors and stuff like that. But after watching a lot of different YouTubers like Hyperchange, I Want Tesla, Tesla Joy, Dirty Tesla, Like Tesla, The Tesla Experience, Derek's channel, and many others I can't even remember right now, I subscribed to this community of creators and started realizing, no, this isn't a small niche. This is a growing community that's growing fast. And personally, in regards to tech innovation and where you will actually see noticeable and substantial change in all consumer technology, electric vehicles. That's way bigger than phones are. With phones, it's just like a slightly better camera, a slightly better display, and yeah, they upgrade them every year. And it's not that I don't want to talk about them. I will continue to do that because it interests me, but to act like this car industry that's rapidly changing and there's major players like Tesla dropping things like the Cybertruck that you'd never see from traditional automakers, this shows that there is a rapid amount of change and a rapid amount of innovation going on in tech. It just doesn't happen to be in the same genre as what my tech channel blew up for. My tech channel has grown over time by surrounding Apple and its competitors and following kind of, you know, mobile PC consumer tech. Whereas EVs, while they are technically consumer tech, they're just a totally different market. And I see a ton of creators now that don't focus at all on phones and laptops and just focus on EVs. And they're able to maintain a very happy and very engaged audience. So this is the way I saw it. I could continue posting EV videos on the tech channel for forcing it down people's throats who didn't really ask for it, because I also know there's a huge portion of the tech audience that likes iPhones and watches, but they don't care about Tesla, they don't care about EVs. So I'm making them uncomfortable by posting to the same channel. And if there's new people that are just into EVs and not into Apple, then they see one of my videos and say, okay, cool, I like this guy, he's talking about Tesla, I'm gonna subscribe to him, but then their sub box is filled with a bunch of Apple stuff. Defeats the whole ideology of the teiufs network, which was let the user subscribe to the channels that provide the content they want to see. So if you want Tesla videos and Apple videos, just subscribe to both. It's not that hard. In fact, it's better for you because now you're gonna get on often days 2 videos, one from tech, one from the EV channel, plus all the other stuff we do between gaming streams and vlogs and the occasional movie review and Saturday short. So you're just getting more content, and the people who aren't interested in Apple now have a channel they can go to for just EV news, which I'm getting more into now and realizing that it is something I can do on the daily. It's not something that has to be once a month or once every 2 weeks because there's just not enough information. With the growth of other automakers moving into electric and the growth of Tesla moving into more departments like the Cybertruck, the reason the EV channel almost needs to exist is because now on my 2 most popular channels, this one, Teiufs of Talks, and Teiufs of Tech, the most viewed video on 2 separate channels is Tesla related. On this channel, it's me driving my grandma in a Model 3, and on the tech channel, it's top 7 things we missed about the Cybertruck. If we are seeing the electric vehicle market, specifically Tesla, top the charts and become the most viewed content on multiple of my channels, I think that speaks volumes to how big the market is, or how big the viewer base is for more EV related content. So, main thing to remember is I'm not canceling anything. Teiufs, food, music, gaming, movie reviews, the main channel, none of that is stopping, but there is definitely going to be a little bit more of my focus towards now making content for the tech channel. That hasn't changed, that's still the priority, but now the EV channel as well, because it's a huge growing market. There's a ton of people watching EV videos on all my channels already, so making a designated place for those people to come to so that they can subscribe and get more of that just makes logical sense to me. And in regards to this channel not being as active as it is in the past, I don't want people just thinking that because I'm working on the EV channel, that means I don't have time for this one, and that's why this channel's less active lately. It really isn't. This channel is more struggling because I have a hard time finding topics and subjects to make vlogs on, because when I was younger and doing these vlogs, I would travel around to a lot of different places, and I had lots of things going on in my life to kind of document on the daily, whereas now my daily life is becoming a bit more redundant and not as reportable as it used to be. See, back when I was in college, I could vlog myself making content back in the attic, then driving to college, being at college, vlog some stuff at college, and then vlog some behind the scenes of me filming stuff, and then come back and, you know, there was lots of stuff going on in my day that I could document and package into content for you. Whereas now, it's a lot of just me getting up, you know, my office is right over there, I do research right here in the living room, figure out what I'm gonna talk about, and then I go in my office, film the videos, edit the videos. It's very routine, and I still promise that anytime I go on vacation or travel or go on a big trip of any kind, I'll vlog those experiences. I'm not scaling back the vlogs, it's just in regards to content that there is actually there to create. Talks channel has a harder time compared to the EV channel because now I'm following EV news and there's a bunch of stuff for me to cover and talk about. It's way easier for me to make content for the EV channel than it is for this channel because I can read the news and be like, okay, cool, there's updates on the Model S Plaid edition, I'll talk about that today. Whereas the vlogging channel, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna be home today, I'm gonna be working, what do I show? What do I do? So I kind of have to think of new ideas that aren't really tech or EV related, and I actually do have a lot. It's not to say that I'm completely bankrupt of ideas, but my wife and I have been getting a lot more into finance as of lately and learning about buying this house and how that experience has been. I want to talk a bit more about finance on this channel because this channel is kind of the wild card, and I'm not interested in making a dedicated finance channel, so believe me, I already think we have too many channels, but that's definitely content I would like to get more into. It's not the type of content I want to make regularly. It's not something I could see myself doing on the daily like I can with gaming or tech or EV, but with this channel on the occasion I want to break down like budgeting and expenses. Into the future you'll probably see me do more of those types of videos. So that's what you should come to expect, and I hope this video kind of gave you guys some information on why I started the EV channel, why I didn't just keep posting EV vids to the tech channel, and why this is beneficial to everyone. because now the EV channel can be separate and just kind of designated to that same community of YouTubers I've been watching for a long time, and it can grow in that little community while my tech channel can continue to grow in the community it's already in. I feel like this is a win-win for everyone. And some of you were saying like, this is stupid, Drew, you should just upload the EV videos to tech because EV videos aren't going to be monetized. That channel isn't monetized yet. You're losing money on that content. Shut up. This was never about the money for me. The tech channel's doing just fine. As long as I'm posting content on that channel, you guys don't need to worry about me monetarily. It's not like the gaming streams or these vlogs make a ton of money. They make a little bit, but I would be making this content regardless of whether or not they made money. That's why I made YouTube videos in the first place, is because I wanted to create a network and videos people could watch. And just for your information, the EV channel already, just a couple of weeks after announcing it, has already qualified to be monetized. So it's probably less than a month away from actually becoming a revenue stream for me. It hit the 4,000 hours, it hit the 1,000 subscribers. It only took it like 6 days after I initially announced it. So don't worry about that. EV channel's picking up a lot of traction, getting a lot of attention already. One of the videos on there has well over 30,000 views, which is about how well an average tech video does. So don't worry about the financial part of it. I'll take care of that. And on this channel, you can expect whenever I go on vacation, of course, vlogging that. Whenever I have financial opinions, talking more about that like I did with my subscription breakdown. And we also talked about the renting to own thing on this channel. And also just creator advice if I want to tell you guys about things like this, where I start a new channel or why I film a certain way or different methods and behind the scenes stuff. There's content coming. I'm just very preoccupied right now with lots of different projects. But anywho, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this very long video, and hopefully it made just a little bit of sense to you. So thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.